Hello. Work was pretty shitty. Yeah. No. They called and said you have permission. Everywhere.
It probably helps if I unmute myself on the stream as well. Welcome in, minions. How are we doing tonight? I've got my fancy armor jacket on. I'm all armored up and ready to go. Ready to brawl. They took Hayabusa out of the game. I bought Hayabusa in real life. Because you can't take it away from me. You just can't. It's too good.
That's the weeb armor.
The weeb armor with a katana. Katana. Settlers of Catan. All right. Well, after playing over the weekend, I've already done all of my challenges. So, you know, whatever we want to do, basically. It's fair game. We can do whatever. The world is our oyster. Let's go ahead and get the party started. Partay. Any cooking adventures recently?
Just the pesto.
Just the pesto. How did that turn out, by the way?
First time not so good. Second time much better.
Okay. Do we know what was the trick? What went wrong? What did we fix?
First time I just made it in the mortar.
Okay.
And ate it, and it felt, you know, despite it being mostly oil, it felt really dry. And then I made it like an actual traditional sauce in a pan after making it in the mortar, and then it came out fine.
Nice. Okay. I can dig that. Let's see. I'm looking for like a DMCA free music for the background. Twitch beats. Let's do some Twitch beats. Let's see how this turns out. Let's go ahead and turn off the music in here. Yeah, I don't think I've done anything adventurous in the kitchen lately. I made a little crock pot meal last night to kind of keep me going through the week. So that's it's a buffalo chicken pasta, gluten-free pasta as well. Very tasty. Not for the faintest of hearts. If you don't like spice, it might be a little rough, but you know. All right, I say we dive into some Team Slayer and get ourselves warmed up for the evening. All right. Got a lot of booze in. Got a lot of like base liquors for when we had people over for New Year's, and there's a lot of it left. So that luckily gives us the chance to go through. I got a very lovely cocktail book, and it's all like nerd cocktails. It's all themed from like, you know, it's the Eye of Sauron or the Tatooine Sunrise and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go through and use the booze to try learn to make some new drinks. I'm excited for that.
Gotta be careful with that.
Yeah.
My buddy got a little cocktail book, and then he started working in a bar.
Oh no. Although, you know, a good bartender probably makes more than I make on a good night. So maybe this is how we changed my life. I am gonna be moving and needing more money, so maybe not a bad idea. I'm not gonna lie, I've been as soon as you said that, I've been trying to think of a way to like combine demon and bartender, like demon tender, and it's not working in my brain. I just completely, I'm perfect. I'm fine. I got this. Shit. Black Run, welcome in. How is your Monday? How was your weekend? How have you been? I need my hair to work with me a little bit more here. I need everything to just work with me a little bit more. How is that? Is that terrible? That's fine.
Terrible.
Terrible? Probably. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, there's 3 of them. Oh, they have rockets. Oh, it's all just, it's going haywire. It's everywhere. Ren, you've been a little sick this past week. Oh no, I hope it's nothing too serious. Hopefully you feel better soon. And to wish you getting better, you know, as if they could sense it in the ether. Flying Astronaut has just joined us. Astronaut, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
Oh, fantastic.
Sounds like you guys are in a match. What are we playing tonight?
Yep, we just got loaded up. This is the first match. We're playing some Team Slayer at the moment. Get ourselves warmed up a little bit, and
Fantastic.
we'll go from there.
Dynamo grenades. Obtain. Your power items are ready for
So finally feeling better. Sore throat, headaches. Oof, it's a rough set of symptoms, but glad to hear you are on the mend. They've got camo. They've got camo at the north bunker. So I've been on the achievement hunt, past like week or so. So that's what led me to Donut County. So I did play through all of that.
powerful conditions en route.
It's a fun little game. The raccoon mob basically being the reason for the holes and stuff. I thought that was a funny add to it.
Yeah.
I have heard, though I have not played, that it's like a, I don't know, like a knockoff version of, is it Katamari Damacy? Katamari Damacy is where like you basically have a big bowl, or you start with a very small ball, and you have to go around and like and get the items that are small enough that you can like attract them to you, and then as the bowl that you control gets bigger, you can like get more and more things. So like you start off really small to the point where like a cat will like bat you away and be a problem. But then eventually you get big enough that you go and then eat the cat.
Eat the cat.
Eat the cat. So after playing Donut, I now want to try out Katamari Damacy. Because apparently it's, very similar concept, just a little bit better, a little bit more of a challenge, apparently. Which I think is the main thing that was kind of missing from Donut County. Not that it was really setting out to be a challenging experience, but... Black Ren's been playing Assassin's Creed Origins. I know someone here is a big fan of that.
That's a great game. I one time got to the end of that game and I wanted to approach the DLC differently, so I just up and started the game over.
Oh my
and
god.
then I got through the whole game, and somewhere just in the process of that, I forgot that I had played the game just immediately previously because I was so engrossed in it.
Wow, that's pretty intense.
Yeah,
I'm getting
I'm a fan.
Well, you're a little bit of a fan.
Yeah.
I've been trying to make plays around the fucking dynamo grenades like this whole game, and it has just led to me dying repeatedly. So I'm gonna stop doing that. Yeah, Origins is one I have yet to play. Of the like the new restyled Assassin's Creed, I've only played Odyssey so far. But I would very much like to play Origins. Huge Egypt fan, so.
Yeah, I mean, just the environment is so mystifying and enchanting. The story is really good. It's definitely the one out of the three that I feel like feels the most like assassin-y.
Okay.
It definitely has the most of that feeling there. It's got the least of like the RPG-esque elements to it. Like there's no dialogue. There's not near the amount of like clothing options and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, it's good.
Nice. Okay, glad to say I'm not the only one doing terrible this match. Assassin's Creed Origins is apparently on Game Pass. Yeah, I think a lot of the Assassin's Creed games are, for a good amount at least, right now. Only problem with the game is that NPCs keep hitting you in the head with their boats. Why is your head near their boat?
Well, you gotta swim around in the Nile. See, there's like stuff to discover under the water as well.
Ah.
And sometimes you gotta sneak onto boats. See, here's the thing. The NPCs are trying to be, like, really helpful because, like, you're, like, saving Egypt from... I won't go into it too much, but, like, people start to become very, like, gratified towards you. You know, you kind of play, like, a very Batman-esque kind of character. And, so... whenever you're like in the Nile, like just swimming in the water, people on like little like single boats, like remember in Assassin's Creed 2 there was those like gondola kind of things?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that in this, but in Assassin's Creed 2, if you like jump on someone else's boat, they like freak out and jump off the boat.
Ah, so it's like a GTA, like hijacking their car.
But in Origins, they like seek you out and they're like, hey, you must clearly need a ride. And sometimes you're like, shh, go away, go away,
So,
go away.
trying to assassinate someone.
I'm
Shush.
trying to be sneaky. I'm trying to swim in the water, and they're like, get on the boat, get on the boat.
Not gonna lie, that. To be fair, I haven't been to Egypt in 20 years, but I was there, and that sounds about right. Like helpful to a fault.
Yeah, it's definitely good at times, for sure, but there are those times when you're like, get the freak out of here, man. But it is cool, because whenever you get on their boats, they like will give you the paddle and they'll just go sit down.
Oh.
Or if you just want to sit down, they'll just kind of float you around.
So you really can just be like, hey, we're just gonna be friends.
Yeah, you can just like hang out and then you can like be sitting on the boat while they're like going around, and then when you come up on like an enemy boat, then you make like a sneak attack from there.
Yeah.
And so it works quite well, but there are those times when you're like, dude, are you not getting the message? This isn't the time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Complete side note, just something I was thinking while playing. Do you think if we like can we just get all of us, all of like the friends that we can have and interact with, if we just got everyone to tweet at 343 like make more maps, would they do it? Like how many people do we need to be convincing?
Probably more than 5.
Well, we've got 3
Oh,
right
like
here.
all our friends.
Yeah, like we get Joski, we get Epic, we get Epic's wife. Epic probably has multiple accounts, so like that's probably another 4 right there.
If we got all our friends, you know,
Yeah.
I'm sure they would.
Notice.
They would notice more likely, but they would be just as likely to ignore us as they are the entire Halo community.
Well, I'm hoping like if we get enough people ourselves to do it, then hopefully it like gets other people. Like we just a one-line message if like just make more maps. If we can just get that
Get it
trending.
retweeting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we should try that.
Do like a coordinated effort all at one time. All right, we're going. You know what we're doing? We're going back. This feels wrong. I don't like it. I tried it. The armor looks cool, but I want our colorful group back.
I know. I was thinking about that. I didn't know if I should comment on it or not. I mean, not that you should switch back,
Right.
but just that like it's quite the change.
Yeah, and it just looks better, you know, when we've got like the purple guy, we've got the green guy, we've got the red guy.
It's like a Power Ranger thing going on.
Yeah, exactly. All right, back in we go. Looking forward. We've got basically what I think 1 month until Hogwarts Legacy.
I'm excited for that one.
Yeah. I might have to put a pause on multiplayer Mondays and do Magical Mondays. There it is.
Ooh, Magic
Ooh.
Monday.
Yeah. I'll have to make some time in the week to play with my boys. I don't want to miss out on time with you guys, but I do want to play and stream Hogwarts Legacy.
What are you gonna do if you get sorted into the wrong house?
Here's the thing. You can influence the hat, right? Like I don't know how the game works, but like lore-wise, you can influence the hat. You can say no. I know where I want to be. I know where I want to succeed.
I'm sure in the game, like ultimately they want people to be in the houses that they want to be in.
Yeah.
I would think.
And it's gonna be real awkward if I'm like on stream in my Slytherin robes and it puts me in, Ravenclaw or some shit, and I'm like, well, we're gonna have to start again.
Just as long as it ain't Hufflepuff.
Yeah, well, exactly. The game looks really, really good. Yeah, it does.
I feel like my comment about Hufflepuff is bound to have upset somebody.
I mean, that's the nice thing about Hufflepuffs, right? They don't really care.
They don't care. They're too nice. Demon, there's someone below you.
Yeah, there is.
Whoa!
No, on your left.
Hey, there's someone punching me in the face. The overshield's gone, though. Yeah, no, I'm really excited. That's probably... It's... Yeah, it's got to be one of, if not the most excited I've been for a a single player game in a long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I do hope it delivers. I haven't heard anything about it being any kind of, I don't think I've heard anything about it being a live service type deal.
No, it seems to be very much like this is a single player experience. That's it. No multiplayer, no battle passes, nothing like that. It should be a complete experience delivered.
Someone on my X on the stairs.
So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. They've got rockets in our base.
Yeah, Adam.
Nice.
Yard sale?
I think it's like picking up a gun and using it. I can never remember what yard sale does or is.
Oh, well, I used the Magnum, so...
There it goes. So that would make sense.
Would it? That's my starter gun.
Oh, so that wouldn't make sense.
Yeah.
Sorry, when you said Magnum, I thought Mangler. I was wrong. Ren, you're a Ravenclaw? That makes sense. How fast do these rockets respawn? That's like 3 in like 4 minutes. What?
We got a grenade guy over here?
We got a grenade guy. Ah! I'll let you guys deal with that. Okay, proud of you.
Thanks.
Well done. He's just hanging there. Okay.
Still got me, huh? Seems a little unfair.
I feel like the last time we played, we did so well that it started putting us with more tryhardy
people.
Yeah. Like, guys, we're just here to play casually, okay?
I know. What fools we were to try.
To dream. So I check something.
Whoa. That was terrible.
Don't do that.
Okay, we gotta start mark and start pinging.
Oh yeah, I'm on rockets. There's one person here. I got him. Should be able to pick them up. Beautiful, got that.
Lockers. 2.
I'm heading through our spawns. Whoop! Killed that guy. I'm dead. They've got overshields and 2 shots of rockets.
Fantastic.
You know, I really wanted to try and set them up for success. I felt like they didn't have enough of an advantage. So, here we are.
Very considerate.
I do try my best. You know, I want to support the community as a whole any way that I can.
hate it when I'm running and all of a sudden like debris falls around me and I'm like, what the freak just happened?
What's happening? One thing I hate, it feels like I can never cut my, like, little finger nail short enough. Anytime I'm on a mouse pad, I can, like, feel it. Is that just me?
It's just you.
Okay. I mean, that's fair.
Well, the whole team was there. I got one of them, but
Yeah, it is.
felt like a losing battle. Alright, we gotta start sticking together. Sneako's dead. I'm running for my life.
Just keep running, running, running. Just keep running, running, running.
Got him. And there was someone behind. He's got overshield. He's headed into the base.
I've got rockets.
I killed him.
Oh, Nico killed rockets. I hurt overshield. I just see yellow dots everywhere. I'm scared. It's because of the Hufflepuff comment, isn't it?
Off the bottom tower, they have rockets.
Yay, son. Nah, he got me.
Yeah.
But he missed me with the rocket.
All right.
Ooh.
Music's pissed me off now. We're done. We're done with that.
It's alright, though. This is our first round. It's a warm-up.
Yeah, exactly.
This is all of our first round.
Exactly. Yeah, we haven't played yet. Okay, Nico. I don't think they're there anymore.
Spartan down.
Okay, let's all just stay here.
Yeah, seriously.
Make them come to us.
Oh, we'll make them do something. No, they got overshield.
Are we making them come to us?
Maybe.
Are we making them?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I hope you guys are proud of yourselves.
I am.
You should be.
I'm not proud of myself.
Oh, well. You know, that's on you.
Yeah, it is.
All right, we're gonna go tactical. Blah, blah. Has anybody, Sneeko, have you played the Persona games?
No?
Okay. That's basically the end of that. I've heard they're good. I've never played them. I was looking for another input.
I've heard a lot about the third one because that one's been blown up this last year.
Yeah, I always hear good things about Royale. and
Yeah, 4 and 5 are supposed to
Strikers,
be-
I think, is like more of like a fighting style
Yeah.
game. But yeah, 4 and 5 are the more popular.
the top ones. I think, and it's 5. I think it's 5 that's on Game Pass. Some personas
Yeah.
are on Game Pass. It's always just a little daunting because they're like 100-hour games.
Well, and then if you get into like what was it, Xenoblade Chronicles?
Oh god, fuck that.
That one's like just a standard playthrough, like not a long play, not just a standard playthrough. I've heard is like 300 hours.
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh man.
In the first book, when Quirrell runs into the dining hall screaming that there's a troll in the dungeon, and McGonagall sends everyone to the dorms, the Slytherin dorms are in the dungeon. There's probably multiple dungeons, right? Like,
You saying you only got one dungeon?
yeah, who has a single
What are
dungeon?
you, some poor person?
Well, it makes it a lot better in the 7th one whenever Voldemort's coming and McGonagall sends all the Slytherins to the dungeon. She's just sending them to their bed. Like,
Yeah, right.
She's sending them all to bed for the final fight.
Yeah, especially in the movies, I'm not super pleased with how that was shown, because it was basically like every Slytherin was just automatically evil, and they were all sent as like one group, and it's like, maybe we don't lump entire groups of people by a single common factor, and then punish, you know?
Feels like you might be setting up some future villains there.
Yeah, I feel like that's sending a very wrong message.
Gain the lead.
I do. So I'm in this weird. So I love my audiobooks. That's one of my things. I do enjoy reading, but unless I'm like in bed getting ready to like go to sleep, and like that's literally I'm procrastinating at that point. Reading feels like I'm not doing enough because I'm only doing one thing. Where if I'm listening to an audiobook, I could be playing a game, going for a walk, doing the dishes, you know, other productive things.
Yeah.
But one of the American editions and the English editions of the books are different, not just for things like Philosopher's Stone, Sorcerer's Stone. Oh, I just killed myself. But the narrators are different in Audible. So if you're in the UK and you get the books on Audible, you get Stephen Fry narrating them, which Stephen Fry is a global treasure, absolute wonderful person, and the person that I would prefer to listen to. If you're in the US and you buy them, they're under a different license and it's a different narrator. And so I'm trying to find a way to... Why? I like can't hear shit in the game. What is happening?
Open your ear holes.
Yeah, I'm like raising a bunch of volumes right now to try and hear more. But yeah, so I'm trying to find a way to like get the English versions of the book on my American
Enemy
account.
halfway to victory.
And they don't make it easy. I'll tell you that. Like I even tried to do it when I was in England, but because it's an American account, I think it defaults to like the American option. So I don't know if like a VPN would work. I do not know.
It would work actually.
Maybe, but when I was in England, it didn't. So I don't know if a VPN is going to do anything different.
You know, I bet Sneeko could ship it to you. I think he has them. He could mail them to you.
Gain the lead.
Yeah, I'll have to see. We'll have to see if Sneako's got those in his backlog somewhere.
Got a pretty big backlog.
But you know, if there's only one version of them that he has, I don't want to take that from him. Please pick one. Don't care. Ren, you wait. Okay, sorry. All I got was the message. Please pick one. I didn't see the bean redeem because I was on. I was.
She's like,
Well, yeah, I thought she was just like, just pick a fucking version of the book and listen to it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't give a shit. That's what I was like. Oh,
She's like-
all right.
she's like, move the conversation on. No
Yeah,
one gives a
let's
shit.
go. Well, it's because I'm streaming on YouTube as well. OBS, the Streamlabs OBS that I'm using, has an option to like look at just my Twitch chat or the multi-stream, which will combine the chats, but it doesn't show the Twitch like point redeems. So I didn't see the bean redeem come through, and I was like, all right, calm down. I'm just chatting over here. So, well, I think since we're talking Harry Potter, we gotta go Birdie Bots. Let's grab our Birdie Bots bean.
That guy killed all 3 of us.
Oh, these are hard. I need to open a new Birdie Bots. Ooh, it's toasted marshmallow though. This is delicious. Thank you for the bean redeem.
Just since it's hard, just give that one a good suck.
Oh yeah. Really get the flavor
Good
out.
sucky. Demon in front of you.
Well, all right. I do appreciate the call out, but if they're in front of me, like I heard demon, I spun around.
Yeah, I noticed that. It really didn't help you out.
It was, yeah, it's the thought that counts. If I'm gonna be disrespectful, I'm gonna be sarcastic about it. True though. That's the best kind of disrespect right there. Is the jacket weighing me down? Like, why am I playing so bad?
I know. What's going on with all of us? Well, I mean, probably except Sneeko. Sneeko's always on point. As I watch him die.
About that.
Defeat.
Couldn't find anyone for like the last 5 minutes. I just want to wear my fucking armor jacket. It looks really cool. And this is Arizona, so I get to wear it for like 3 months out of the year.
Can we get Tactical Slayer without the freaking Mauler?
I mean, hopefully.
Mangler? Whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's a rough one to start with.
I like it.
It's a rough one to start with.
I used to really like it, but it's been shrinking on me.
It's situational for sure. I have to be in the mood for it.
Is there anything else that's shrinking?
Well, it is cold outside.
Baby, it's cold out.
And I just got out of the pool.
Is there anyone that's excited for The Last of Us coming to HBO? Does anyone think that'll be good?
I just don't give a shit.
Look, this is, I guess, kind of dead naming someone, but I wish they did it much earlier. Cause wasn't it Elliot Page who voiced Ellie?
He didn't
No.
voice her, but the model looked a lot like her.
There was a lot of controversy, I remember, because
Yeah.
there was another game. Was it like Two Souls? There's
Souls.
yeah,
Yeah.
a David Cage game that was using their
To cease the enemy.
likeness and voice for the character.
Elliot Pages.
Yes.
The former Elliot Page.
Well, they are. Yeah, I
Former Ellen
correct.
Page.
Elliot Page, who was at the time.
Is it Alan now?
No, Elliot is their preferred name now. It was
It was Ellen.
Ellen Page.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I totally forgot the name.
Yeah, no, it took me a
that's
second
right.
to like. I was like, wait, I want to be trying to use the correct names here.
I'll be honest, I thought we were using the older name. I totally forgot.
I mean, yeah, their preferred name is also what's it's not bisexual when a name can be used for both male and female preferred people. It's
Gender neutral.
gender. There you go.
Wait, so is they a they now instead of a he? I thought it was a full on.
See,
Yeah, I believe so. They identify as he, but
so confused.
to be careful, I try to use they when talking about people that I either like don't know or I'm unsure about. in
I
general.
see. Just keep it safe. Just neutral. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying.
No, generally doesn't hurt the conversation, and I'll try and if additional explanation is needed, add it. No, I will reap people's souls. I will not misgender them. But yeah, so that was it. No, I mean, obviously, as not having a PlayStation or having really had access to one in many years, I never got into The Last of Us. Honestly, my only exposure to them has been generally negative. And while I understand that, you know, I'm sure they're perfectly fine games and stuff, but it's never
But
been.
if you haven't played them, then how has your experience been generally negative?
Well, not so much my experience, but my exposure, as in like reviews and stuff that I've watched or listened to. So
Reviews? You've seen mostly negative reviews?
So the reviewer that I pay the most attention to is the Zero Punctuation Yahtzee Croshaw ones, who and I've said this in like I think our private chats, but like I don't agree with everything he comes up with or says, because a lot of times he does like his shtick is ridiculing games, but you can generally get the sense, and he especially in the later years or the more recent years, he makes it more clear when he likes something, but he's gonna rib on the things that could be better, or when he doesn't like something. The Last of Us 2 was in if I think it was the worst, in his opinion, it was the worst game of that year.
Yeah, The Last of Us 2. Yeah, I've heard a lot of controversy on that.
And
I
it's
feel like
oh, go on.
I just feel like the general consensus. I've never played either of them either.
Right.
But I've heard that the general thought is that the first one is quite good. But then the second one is quite controversial.
Yeah, and he definitely liked the first one. He disliked it less.
I see. Well, it's the remake, which looks all nice and fancy, is
Oh my
coming out on PC pretty soon.
Took them what,
So-
3 years to put that out?
Yeah, I mean, Sony is only just now starting to put their games on PC. No, more than, well, I don't know. How long has the remake been out? I don't know.
I know.
But it's coming out to PC
Yeah.
pretty soon. Usually they wait a while to put it to PC. But when that goes on sale for under $10, I plan on
Yeah.
buying it. I don't know if I'll play it.
I mean, I think I'll play it just to like have the cultural like knowledge because it is a big part of Sony's identity. I feel like at this point.
It is.
But yeah, just to round out like the comments that Yahtzee usually makes, and he is really all in all, he's a narrative specialist. Like he almost refuses to play multiplayer games unless they can be played through in like a single player mode. Because that's his focus, and like he's an author, he's wrote multiple books, he's made games as well. So although he has a certain like shtick to his reviews, I do also, for the most part, trust them, and I'll still tell and like disagree with things that I have other experiences with, but his main thing was like just The Last of Us is a collection of like just miserable moments where the protagonists make the like worst possible choices in those moments.
Yeah, that's one reason why I haven't been more aggressive about playing it, because I'm also very narrative focused.
Good job, team.
But
Welcome.
it just seems like a game where like it's just like the narrative arc is life sucks, everything sucks, and everything that gets better just gets worse, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but you know, it's a third hand opinion. But yeah, for the most part, it's just that I haven't played the games. They're not part of my sphere, so I don't super care about the show. Hopefully, it does well. I'd love to see more video game content being adapted well, because it means that we should see more of it. The past few years have been fantastic for video game adaptations with Castlevania, Arcane.
The past few years have seen a bit of an uptick, but I was actually doing some homework recently, and it is still dramatically, the scales are very much leaning towards it being a rule of they suck.
I mean,
But there have been some outliers very recently, so you know, let's hope that keeps going.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely just like it's a percentage. Like, there's definitely some shit out there still, but like both the Sonic movies were fun. I enjoyed those quite a bit. Detective Pikachu was enjoyable.
The fact that the best video game movie adaptations right now are like the Sonic movies, like Sonic is the best adaptations, and like that doesn't have any hardcore storyline or anything. The fact that those are the best right now, I think that speaks to how much further we have to go still.
I'd say in movies, yes, but in TV shows, I think, like, you know,
Halo sucked.
I mean, Halo was awful, but Arcane.
The Witcher is now dead.
Well, The Witcher, we've still got another good season.
Well,
Coming.
we'll see.
Probably.
We'll see how it goes. Arcane was great. Cyberpunk was great.
Witcher, as far as we have seen, is good. Well, is very good, I would say.
But even those are like loose adaptations. And Arcane and Castlevania and Cyberpunk, those are more like totally standalone series that are dealing with the world of the IP more than they're actually adapting the story of the game.
But I don't see that
Like-
as a negative.
Well, no. I don't see that as a negative. But what I'm saying is, there's still a long ways to go in taking the narrative video games that are popular and successful, and adapting those directly.
So I would say, I mean, I do think that that's a solid point, but I also think that you're almost never going to be able to do a 1-for-1 or something close like that. And I think that's why the exploring the world is a better avenue for shows to take. Because the experience you have when you're playing it, the pacing, the interaction, is so significantly different. That then when you try to bring it to a screen, it's just never going to feel as good. Because you're not the one going through the story anymore. You're passively going through it.
I agree with that. I agree with that. Although I still feel like there's almost this resentment of Hollywood towards video games, because it's like the new kid on the block that's getting more attention.
Yeah.
And they're now having to pander that way.
Video
And
games, like as an industry, has been one of, if not the most, like, had the most money in it for years now. And yeah, Hollywood needs to get, its head out of his ass, essentially.
Yeah.
With like things like the Halo creators basically being proud that they've never like played Halo and things like that. That
See,
needs to not be a thing.
That's the kind of stuff I'm talking about.
There's a few exceptions where that works, but it's definitely not the rule.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
and
see,
you can have like an outsider lens, but you still need people that know the source material to be guiding it to some level.
I mean, it's like if Peter Jackson had adapted The Lord of the Rings and he was like, nah, I got the gist. I didn't read the books. I read the summary.
Yeah, you got like hobbits and other fantasy people. They deliver a ring, right? That's all you do.
Yeah, they take like a ring and there's like, no, yeah, we got the gist. What do you guys want? See, that's the thing is whenever they're adapting games, they always have this attitude like gamers are really stupid and like we don't even really know the story. Like we're oblivious to it and they're like, whoa, we put there's the guys, they have the guns, they do like, what do you guys want? And it's like, we want you to actually have like an awareness of the story. And they're like, whoa, they did the thing. What do you guys want? And it's like,
no.
That's my thing, like, until, I don't know. Well, and I'm also kind of biased because my current business model, below us, Demon, my current business model, is directly, like, contingent on basically Hollywood failing to adapt games so that I can come in and do it better, hopefully. You know, and so, I look at the Last of Us adaptation, and part of me is like, I would love to have a great adaptation, because I freaking love video games. I haven't played this one. I'd like to, you know, see the story of it and everything. But another part of me is like, I want it to fail, though. Because if they fail, that's just going to be another group of fans that are just more jaded, more turned off to Hollywood, and they'll be more appreciative if I succeed.
Yeah.
You know, so I am a bit biased on this subject.
Fair. Just gonna stop and say, Blackburn, thank you for clarifying. Elliot does identify as he now, so thank you for that. And welcome in, Epic. Hope you're having a good night. Glad you can join us. But yeah, I mean, like, I want good media. There's too
That's
much
the
of it
thing.
anyway, so. I don't
There's
care.
so much of it. So I was talking to my brother today, and he's much more into anime than I am. I definitely enjoy it, but I mean, it's not my like first go-to when I'm picking a new show. And it's definitely his first go-to.
Okay.
Like he has like dedicated subscriptions to Crunchyroll and
Sure.
stuff like that, you know.
Hey, I got a Crunchyroll sub.
Yeah, I mean it's good. I borrow his, he pays for.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Like, where'd that guy go? Is he coming back? He move on? Oh, he moved on and someone else killed him. No, he didn't move on and I died. Crap. But so one thing he was talking about is he was mentioning how like anime's kind of in this really difficult place right now because anime, and maybe I hope someone else can speak more to this because again I'm not like in this community per se, but he was saying that with modern anime so many of them don't get finished at all. It's just like one season and maybe a second season if the fan base like really pushes for it. But a big reason for that is it's all about the manga, and these like studios, the like animation studios, they've kind of shifted their model so like the season of the anime is more advertising for the manga. So the people doing the manga are paying to have the first season done, and that's advertising to then go pick up the manga. And so it's made a difficult thing for the people who are like much more fans of anime, because you really can't trust that they're going to properly finish animes anymore. And that's kind of where TV in general is right now, I feel like. Like, it's kind of a crapshoot as to whether or not any show is gonna finish, or the quality it's gonna finish in. I mean, if we thought any show was gonna finish with a quality bang, we thought it was gonna be Game of Thrones. And
Well,
it's like, no one's safe now.
Although I do think there's a difference between the creators just shitting the bed, as it were,
Yeah.
and the studios pulling the plug, which we're seeing so frequently. Like, really good, high rating, highly talked about shows are being pulled from things like Netflix for seemingly no reason. Where it's just like, oh, they put out a season, everyone fucking loved it, it's not coming back.
Yeah, or maybe it'll come back, but all of a sudden the quality is just tanked.
Yeah.
Or like you almost have to. The way I look at shows now is it's like for example, I look at House of the Dragon, and in my mind I say season 1 was good. I approve season 1. I'm willing to watch season 1 again. I'm now going to have to completely, from the ground up, assess season 2. Like, I can't just go into it just being like, oh, season 2. No. I can't trust that because you just never know anymore.
It's true. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, in this regard specifically, I have zero ideas on how I would fix it, but sometimes capitalism just sucks.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it's
I know
all
what you
about
mean.
just like subscription service, just getting the numbers in no matter how they do it and stuff like that, where true artistry is left to the people with money to burn and like they don't have to care about the shareholders, they don't have to care about the profits and stuff. That just isn't a thing, and it's like that's how so many people start. That's how so many like creators or whatever it is, they start with the passion and they make something glorious because they want to do it, and then eventually there's a tipping point And, you know, Netflix started with a good idea about delivering media in a new way.
Bridge 2.
And now they're just bastards.
It's bastards. I always tell myself, if my studio becomes a success the way I want it to, don't sell. Never sell. Because I've seen too many times where someone will sell, and then all of a sudden, all they do is just buy it up so they can shelf everything.
Yeah. Like, that would need to be in the contract if you ever do sell. It's like, there's a certain, like, usage still.
Yeah.
I don't know. Epic. And then you have these studios making short animations for mobile video games that just tease us all. Yeah, like, the mobile market is a fucking disaster.
The mobile market is...
I would love for mobile games to be, like, more legitimate. But now, even if I see a cool concept on, for like a mobile game on, like, you know, on Instagram or something, and an ad pops up, even if I go, oh, that actually might be fun to, like, kill a few minutes while I'm sitting on, like, the light rail going into town or something. I'm never gonna download it because I know it's just all it's there is to get me hooked for the first 5 minutes and then want my credit card details.
Yeah,
And like I'd be happy to pay like $2, $3, $4 for a decent mobile game, but they know that that's not how you make money. You make money by having in-game shops that people drop $500 fucking on for some reason.
Yeah, there are a few, you know, good ones out there. There's a few games where like they're like PS2, Xbox games that they ported to mobile or something. There's a few different ones, but it's far and in between. And I mean, yeah, you really can't trust it. Man, you really can't trust it. And what sucks, like, I really enjoyed the PSP. So
PSP
like,
was great.
Yeah, so like mobile gaming, I know should be like my thing. Every night I should be like climbing into bed and I'm gonna play a bit of my favorite mobile game, you know, before I go to sleep, like, or whatever. Like that should just be like, mobile gaming should just be a part of my routine life. I should have a phone specifically because it plays games great. But like, I feel like there's this huge part of the game industry that I otherwise would have access to, but it's just so crap that like...
And honestly, like, I even thought about, like, I enjoyed even the Nintendo DS. Like, I loved having Nintendo handhelds.
Yeah.
But it feels like there just isn't, like, I would need to have a group of friends, like a group of us would need to get them together. Because
the Nintendo DS, I agree. We should all get a Nintendo DS.
There we go. But that, it just doesn't, you know, again, it's all like kid games or
it's all like very manipulative games, very predatory games, and kids are the most susceptible to that.
And I look at the catalog and I'm like, literally all I would do is buy Pokemon and maybe like Mario Kart.
I will say that there is an upcoming Assassin's Creed game coming out for mobile. I'm gonna check that out. Nico, they're coming up behind you. But I'm gonna check that out, but you know, Ubisoft, they have all of my favorite IPs, but they are such a money-hungry company. I mean, they're like real close to Apple and Disney.
Yeah.
If not just right there. I mean, they're like right up there with EA and all that in many regards. But I feel like there's fewer and fewer AAA companies that's not the case.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. Like, pretty much every AAA company is getting worse and worse, unfortunately. Because there's no incentive not to.
Yeah. Such a bummer.
I do want to get a Switch. If my life wasn't so fucking expensive already, and I wasn't planning like big moves and stuff like that, I would be buying a Switch because I do feel like there's enough content on there. I like the handhold and to the big screen.
Sneeko above you. Above you.
Okay.
He was like directly above you.
So that is something that I would like to see more companies embrace, whether it's with mobile, like using our mobile phones as the linking point, or to bring out a separate handhold. But I'd love, like, if I could have an actual portable Xbox the same way as the Switch works or something similar, I would have that in a heartbeat.
That's exactly why I want a Steam Deck.
Yeah.
Because you got your Steam library, you can put Game Pass on it, you can put the Epic Store on it.
There is so this is something I was busy, so I couldn't share it. Like, I wasn't at home, and didn't really have time to mess with my phone. So I'm taking off my fucking jacket. I feel like it's weighing me down. Get up, get up. Like, I'm getting. All right, you can just fuck off over there. I'm getting like sensory overload. Like, I've got too much shit on my body.
Off.
Huh?
Take it all off.
It's all coming off, baby girls. $5 dono. I'm naked. No. Don't do it.
Jeez, someone drop that now.
The fuck was I saying? Oh, their Razer is releasing a handheld
I
that
heard about that.
that will allow like Steam games, Xbox Game Pass, maybe even like PlayStation Now. I'm not sure about that one because it's a little bit harder to incorporate. But it's supposed to be like a Steam Deck that isn't Steam.
The Steam Deck does PlayStation Now.
There you go. I mean, the Steam, it's basically a fucking PC. You can make it do what you want.
That's the thing. You put Windows on it, and then you can do all of it. Here's something that many people may not know, but you can play Game Pass on an Oculus headset.
Oh, like the not computer tethered ones.
The Quest 2.
Right.
You can like Bluetooth an Xbox controller to it, and then any games that are crap, what are they called when you're not downloading them? Cloud. Any of the cloud games, you can play all those. So that I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is.
If anyone's got an Oculus or Quest 2 and you're gonna like, you're going on the go and you also want some just some controller, just sit and play games.
Do it.
You can play it on like a huge theater screen all by yourself. Tell your relatives to F off.
That's
Step number 1.
That's true. Tell your relatives to F off and then just play games however you want.
And then play games. Halo crashed.
Oh, no. You can also get the Xbox Series S, and you can there's like a screen that like sits on top of it and it fits it, and it's like white and it looks all like nice and everything, and it just flips up, and so you can play the Xbox Series S like a laptop.
Yeah, that's true.
That's nice.
Ren asking in the chat, planning big moves. Yeah, Ren. Yeah, I don't know that this has been talked about or announced on stream. But in 6 months, just over 6 months, I will be moving to Los Angeles. We're moving to LA.
City of Angels.
And now the City of Demons.
Nice.
So yeah, so that's going to be coming up in my future, and so obviously it's a little bit, it's a bit down the road. So when it happens, we'll be reevaluating stream time and availability. Depending on how much I can afford, if I need to get another job and stuff like that, we'll see. But yeah, so that is coming up. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why my spending is necessarily being reduced as much as I can, because I need to make sure I have the funds to facilitate the move. Are you guys in a match?
Yes.
The
Okay.
same match.
Okay. Well, yeah, I never loaded into it. Just let me know when you're done so I can send invites. Epic saying, if it isn't 360-degree video, I'm not putting my Oculus on. You know, you can pretend you're in like a big mansion though, and you know what I would love to do is at some point do a little tour of everyone's like Oculus home areas.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is 360 video because you're playing Xbox in whatever room you want to play it in.
Yeah. And that's exactly it. It's like you're still in a 360 environment. It's not just the screen in front of you. It's that you create a room and a space, but the game is still being played on a 2D field.
Yeah. But you can get that, like, you can get whatever screen size you want at all.
Yeah. You could, yeah, fuck it, CRT monitor. Let's go.
You can. Yeah.
You
That's
legit?
true.
Yeah.
You can actually play like old Super Nintendo games and all kinds of stuff like that. You can get
The
VR
cartridges.
emulation,
Yeah.
and you can play with your controllers, like those older games. Like you pick up the controller in game, and you play it on a CRT TV in like a kid's room, if you want to be a kid playing your Super Nintendo. Because we all played Super Nintendo when we were kids, because we're freaking 50.
I played an N64.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Epic doesn't use the Oculus Home. Well, please do, so that you can give us a tour of it.
Or set up your Steam home.
Yeah, just set
I
up
don't
a
have
home.
An Oculus home. Yeah, just
Fuck's wrong with
get
you
a
people?
home.
Make a home.
Just get a home.
For your home?
Go in your home.
Where we're just all hanging out in an Oculus. We need to do. We've been talking about ages doing like VR chat and stuff. We need to just fucking do it.
That'll be fun. Alright, everyone pick a spot where there's only 1 to 2 lines of sight, and then camp it.
Okay. See, it's funny, chat, because I'm not in that game. Just
I forgot about that.
if anybody didn't know that what the joke was. I'm just going through all of my. How do I wait? Attachments. How do I do the? I can. Oh, there it is. You click on it. You click on it. Okay. Boop boop. Yeah, I'm going through and customizing all of my different armor sets.
Yeah. I don't know. I definitely want a Switch, but I feel like Nintendo is such a closed off ecosystem, and I've been out of it for so long that it feels difficult to like get back into it at this point.
Yeah, there has to be like for me. There's a couple of titles that I'd like to play, but like you said, they are exclusive to that ecosystem. So if I want to get in, that's the only option. And I do like the idea, like the handheld seems pretty cool. But yeah, they definitely don't make it easy.
No.
They also don't make it easy by having Game Freak and the most profitable property on the fucking planet with Pokemon and still release it like shit. Like, we know everyone's gonna
crazy.
we know everyone's gonna buy it. That's not the point, people. Please just make a good game.
It's
put the
pretty
effort in.
crazy how, like, because to be honest, like, all of Nintendo has made like a career on coming out with subpar games, but like people still buy them. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like.
Well,
I can't even wrap my mind around it.
Part of it's the nostalgia, and part of it's just like, if you want that experience,
It's only there.
it's basically only there. So you're forced. And then, you know, you've got to switch. So you got to justify having it. So you got to buy something.
Yeah. Our game's over.
Thanks. I saw Nico join. I'll send you the invite.
Yeah, back in the day, I feel like back in the day, like, Nintendo had, like, the premium machine. They were the Xbox or the PlayStation 2
Yeah.
or whatever. Whatever you feel like is the better one, that was them. And then all of a sudden they were like, wait a minute. What if we come out with the GameCube? And just from then on, it's been subpar in my opinion.
Honestly, the game...
Interesting, always novel. Like,
Sure.
you know, they got like the discs were small and that was neat. But, I mean, you know, it didn't hold as much data. And then the Wii got the controller stuff, and that was neat, but the games were always dumbed down, and, you know, it's always this kind of a thing.
Yeah, it took them until, what, 7 or 8 years, maybe even more, since everybody else has been using high-definition gaming for them to do that.
Yeah, well, and I mean, now, like, they come out with... I mean, now the Switch, it's like... I mean, and you gotta give them props for drumming to their own beat. Like, they're not even competing with everyone else as far as, like...
No, they're no longer part of the console war as far as I think anyone's concerned.
No, yeah. Nintendo has left the console war. Now it's just people who are fans, they're fans, and, you know, that's just kind of...
Yeah.
That's them. And now...
They're Switzerland.
Yeah, they're Switzerland. And now PC has been brought in to fill that gap of the third party.
Well, I mean, a little... Yeah. PC lords over the other two of just like, ha, fight.
Yeah. Whoa, that guy ran into my bullets.
Love it. Epic, I just really hope I can beat Breath of the Wild 2 the same way I beat the first one. How did you beat the first one? The thing is, Nintendo keeps designing to make... Or is designed to make and keep friends. I'm not about that. I'm trying to make enemies with Microsoft. Bet.
Oh, man. These guys think I'm a really good player right now. They're
Hey.
like, whoa, 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 look out for that astronaut guy.
I think you're a really good player.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
I'm number 1 on the team right now.
Yeah, you are, boy. Carry us to victory.
Yeah. As I spawn and die instantly.
Well, you know, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah.
Which is you. You are the best of us.
Thanks, man.
You're not the last of us. You're the best of us.
Someone play the Batman theme song right now. Da-da-da-da. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Da-da-da. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Yeah. Fuck that shit.
I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, and that's okay. Everyone enjoys what they enjoy, but like, Big Bang,
Theme song?
the Batman theme song. Big Bang Theory gets a lot of cameos during its seasons, and one of them was Adam West.
That's funny.
And I just love it because he's a gem.
Yeah, I really like the Adam West Batman. It's if you're in the mood but you want something a little more lighthearted and comical, actually more just kind of like straight up comedy.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
it is nice where like everything modern like Batman is so fucking dark and gritty. To have that out there still.
Yeah, on HBO they have 2 of the movies, and then because apparently they've lost the like either all of or the majority of the series of the Adam West Batman.
Like the rights to, or it's just gone.
That's gone. Like
Yikes.
they played it and then they just didn't keep it back then because they were just like, it's just like a little show we make. Like they didn't think it was like people would want it to be kept for years and years and years.
Halfway to
So they just didn't. They didn't think about it. That's what I heard. So yeah, but they got 2 of the movies on HBO, and then they came out with a modern like animated Adam West movie. Fantastic. Like yeah, an animated one. But yeah, that show, for the most part, unless someone just sat around recording every episode, it's freaking gone.
Yeah, I mean, I like I said, I'm sure. I wonder like the random recordings out there. Maybe it could be pieced together partially, but that's wild.
Apparently that also happened with the very, very early seasons of Doctor Who. The only reason they have them is because of fans that like
Held on to them.
recorded them, and they had to like retroactively go back and like collect the episodes that they had gotten rid of.
Remember how shit recording things on VHS was, and like how they would
Yeah.
turn out sometimes. Like the fact that we have anything from that era is just wild.
You know. No. It's pretty crazy. My my dad used to be all about recording stuff on VHS. So we had like a library's worth of just VHS tapes with like 3 to 4 movies on each tape.
Yeah. Be
And,
kind,
like-
rewind.
victory.
We'd never watch them because they either weren't the best of quality or it was like I gotta look through each tape and like sift through the 4 to however many movies on it. Like, it's just such a hassle.
Yeah.
DVD really was a godsend.
Yeah. Well, and digital, baby.
Yeah.
Like there are some things that I still do enjoying having physical versions of, and that I like that they do like special things for physical versions. Like the Lord of the Rings box set I have has so much bonus content
Yeah.
that like a streaming service just isn't gonna make available.
No.
So I am a little like sad and scared to see that aspect of media go away.
I do really enjoy like having a physical collection, like having the box sets of things that I really enjoy. Yeah, but like VHS was not it.
Yeah, I'm okay letting VHS go.
I remember the mini games they had in the DVDs,
Victory.
like the Harry
Yeah.
Potter one,
Yeah.
and Shrek, and
Like Harry Potter, you could do certain things to like unlock
during
like
the-
Diagon Alley on the menu. I had a DVD
Yeah.
where like you could, if you clicked the right things, you could bring the selector up onto the wall, and like if you choose the right bricks, it like opens Diagon Alley. It has like a whole secret scene. Yeah, that shit was wild.
they had like an actual game, more like an interactive QTE of the movie
Yeah.
as part of the special features.
Yeah. One thing that was tough about VHS, the era of VHS, was everyone had those like the 4x3 TVs, the very square TVs. And so instead of just like having, the black bars on the top and bottom, after the movie was done, they would send it to like the VHS house and they would re-edit the film. So there would be like way more cuts in it, and they would like remove things from the film to like get everything to fit in the film. So like imagine two people are talking to each other, and in the movie the camera's on both of them talking to each other.
Yeah.
And you're seeing both of their reactions. But on VHS, it's like flipping back and forth between the two, and some other just random editor is just picking who to focus on at any given moment.
Epic talking about Breath of the Wild. He beat the first Breath of the Wild with only one mini-boss. I grinded out the best armor and weapon on the game, ran straight to Ganon and cheesed him with a bow the entire time. Took me almost an hour to do a 10-minute fight. And somewhere out there, his dad still has the original Star Wars trilogy on VHS.
I do believe that.
I believe it.
I have the recreated original Star Wars films on Blu-ray because I download them and put them on Blu-ray because they literally don't exist anymore in that form.
Yep.
So, if anyone wants to see the original Star Wars,
You know where to steal
I
them
got
from.
that. Don't steal them. I'll give them to you.
Oh, well.
Double kill.
But the thing about them is you can't just watch them.
Ridiculous.
They have to be burned to Blu-rays. I have the Blu-ray file of them.
Yeah.
So I have extra Blu-rays and a Blu-ray burner. So
There you
Yeah.
go.
You in mid.
I also have the files for like all of the like Blu-ray box art and like to print like images on the discs and stuff.
Nice.
But I haven't gotten that far yet.
I don't know if he ever got into Blu-rays, but Eric did that quite a lot. Like we have a whole DVD file. Like you know those big black like CD cases that people would like throw in their cars?
Oh yeah, I got that in my room.
Yeah. We had a couple of those filled with burned DVDs with like the actual DVD art and stuff on them.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, burned DVDs was definitely like burning movies onto discs was a much bigger thing when on my ex was a much bigger thing whenever like DVDs were the medium.
Oh, for sure.
You know, now it's just like just watch it on your computer.
Yeah, and it's like you're already watching it on like a digital file service anyway, so.
Yeah, or just put it on like a hard drive and plug it in somewhere.
I do wonder, like, there are some services and like electronic manufacturers that are lucky we don't invest more in electronic education for like our youth, because like if you just taught all of the kids in like classrooms and stuff today to like use their computers as their like home machine, like hook it up to your main TV in the living room, just have a fucking PC, you wouldn't need DVD players anymore. That wouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, no, a lot of what we still have is just like, it's just easy. I don't really care to learn anything else. You know, it's just. But like, if
Double kill.
got mid.
Celebration.
If people like took some time to like cheat companies, holy cow, we could destroy companies. Like, if we wanted to, we could. The only reason that we don't is just because like
We're just lazy. We got too much shit to do.
it's just convenience most of the time, and it's just, you know, or novelty or whatever, but or because they're gonna give us a pretty box, they're gonna put it all together in a pretty box.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could destroy a lot of companies.
You guys aren't doing that already?
I mean, we're
Well, that's what
millennials,
I got
so
you for.
we're the downfall of insert magazine retailer here.
Hustler?
There it is.
Playboy.
What was it like? No, one of the like mall retailers that did like home electronics and home goods and shit. I can't fucking remember. I don't pay attention. It's why they're already out of business because we don't go there anymore.
Home Depot.
Home Depot, yeah, they're out of business.
Circuit City. Tiger Direct.
When we're driving through Safford and back,
Radio Shack.
Bree is fucking blown away that there's a Radio Shack. It's like one of the last ones.
I honestly have forgotten about Radio Shack since I've been there. Like,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
totally forgot about Radio Shack.
Still in the same spot.
Yep, next to R&R Pizza.
Ooh, R&R.
Dude, R&R had good
No,
pizza.
what I remember, there used to be another one like just off of Main Street. I don't remember.
They're all right here. Watch out. There's like all of them.
I don't remember what it was next to. It was probably next to DeCuster's, actually.
DeCuster's.
Sounds about right.
the gym?
Gymnastics place.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, they used to have a smaller gym just off of Main Street, and it was right next to the Radio Shack.
I saw one up at the tower.
Mid.
Got him.
Nice.
Get fucked.
Get screwed.
Richard's music?
Huh. Richard's music doesn't quite have the same ring to it.
It really doesn't. Yeah.
Why didn't he should have called it Richard Shack?
Dick Shack.
There it is. It's the old Dick Shack.
Dick Shack, baby.
I'm confused about what they sell there.
That's the idea. You go in just out of curiosity. Yeah, like malls are back. There was a good like 10 years where malls were dying, and I feel like malls are back.
Are they?
Yeah, I've been to a couple, like Scottsdale Fashion Square is
guess
like
that's
popping
true,
off.
yeah. There are definitely malls that
They're doing
that
well.
are active around metropolitan areas.
I do, yeah. I feel like we're just. We were talking about this last time we streamed, with how this affects. I think we were talking about how it affects video games, but like just the state of the economy. Like, there's certain groups of people that obviously have like just lots of money to spend, and then there's a lot of people that are like, "Hi, I'd like to eat."
Yeah.
And we're just in this weird spot. We need to be somehow getting better economies, because I want to go and support local stores. I want to go and support physical stores and physical media. But it's also goddamn expensive.
Well, I mean, I really wish like we could just kind of pull ourselves out of the mindset of nickeling and diming, and just like, well, okay, no, I take that back. I mean, yeah, I also kind of agree with that, but pull ourselves out of the mindset of like every year we have to absolutely maximize all the sales, regardless of what it does to our employees, regardless of what it does to our supporters, like our fans or whatever, regardless of anything and everything, whatever it does to our brand, screw all that, just forget everything. We have to make more money year over year. And I really would like to get more into a thing of like loyalty, and like where it's like, I mean,
this is something that has pissed me off for fucking years. I don't know where it first like triggered something in me, but now anytime I see a company advertising some sort of fucking discount or deal for like first time users, because that's all that matters anymore, pisses me off. Like, no, reward the people that have been using it for 5 fucking years straight. Give them the discount. Give them a deal.
Right,
But it doesn't
that's
matter.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, and I feel like there is a culture of that coming up in like all of these indie companies and indie content creators, just all this kind of stuff where it's like, hey, we're looking for people who want to be like a part of us, you know. And I mean, even like streams and stuff like that, it's like, hey, we're looking for people who like want to be around us, you know, want to be with us for a while, like, and continue on. Like, that's what really matters, is seeing the same people and interacting. And I feel like it's starting to grow, but with the like major companies, it's like as this trend is starting to grow among like independents, major companies are just like quadrupling down on like maximizing sales.
Yeah. Like, there's just no incentive for them not to.
That's
And
the thing. I
it's-
feel like people at some point, like, you just gotta choose it.
Yeah.
Like, at some point, we gotta stop, like, everything can't just be incentivized forever. Like, at a certain point, we just need some good people in this world.
Yeah. Well, and this is always one of the conversations whenever, if I ever get like political with people and we talk about like tax brackets and shit like that, or like big government versus small government. Like, look, I don't necessarily want more people giving me more rules
Halfway to victory.
on ways to live. Like, I don't want more government control over my own life, but
Right.
we do need more government control when the current shit isn't working. Because the people at the top and the people with the money and the people with the companies are going to be the ones that dictate how things continue, and the only recourse we, the little people, have against that is governments, for the most part.
Yeah.
And it's like, do I want a bunch of governments or government agencies, government whatever entities getting involved in more and more stuff? Necessarily, no. I don't want that to be a thing. But the reason why we have child labor laws is not because companies went, you know what, we shouldn't be working kids that hard. Like, that's ridiculous. We should take a step back. It's because government said, hey, can you please stop working 8-year-olds in sweatshops? The reason we have 40-hour work weeks or weekends or overtime pay isn't because companies decided they should be treating their employees any better. It's because government stepped in and did it. And it's like, until either we get a better buying populace and a smarter buying populace that is able to make those type of, you know, financial decisions as a group to make the change, which we're not going to get anytime soon, we need other entities to do it for us.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, whether it's the law, whether it's financial, whether it's religion, whatever the obligating factor is, Demon, someone's coming in at that door right now, right? Whatever the thing is that like obligates people, as long as that is what is like moving people to make good decisions, we're already losing. Like, we need people to just put a high value, and I think we're starting to see some of these changes, but it takes a long time. But we need people to just put a high value on just simply caring. Like, just trying to actually take care of the people in your sphere. Whether you're the head of a business or a team manager or whatever it is, people just need to stop caring about more than just their own pockets. And it's good that we're able to put all these things in place to incentivize people, but we need to not need that at the end of the day. And I guess that's like that would be what people dream of like utopia, or like, you know, some of these different things of like a world where everyone just like gives a shit.
Yeah.
You know. But, you know, until then, you know, just gotta keep keeping on.
Keep keeping on.
Slayer.
That's a pretty cool comment from Epic. They do airsoft games in the entire Fiesta Mall.
Yeah, I need to look into that because that sounds pretty badass.
Yeah,
That's always one of the things. Like, I want to play a fucking paintball game in like a mall. That would be cool. Oh, apparently that exists.
I thought about that. I want to play. I would like to play some like different kind of hardcore games.
Yeah. Remember when we spent a little bit of time imagining a game in the woods? We were gonna do it's like a paintball or tag or something.
It was like this whole thing of like, how do we like make a video game multiplayer game
Yeah.
actually viable and actually make sense in real life? And you've got like, there was like drones, and it was like capture the flag, but it was also like Slayer, and it was also I don't
Yeah.
remember all of it. I do remember we talked about this quite a bit.
A long time. I think we were like, this was when I was in like a big Naruto phase, where we're gonna use like ninja scrolls were the objectives as like our capture the flag type things.
Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff. I remember my brother-in-law. I don't know if you talked with him much about it, but I remember he was like super jazzed about this idea. He was like, how do we make this happen? How do we turn it into a business? Let's freaking do it. And I was like, I don't know, man. I'm 18, so like...
I just want to have fun. Nico, are you there?
Stuck at a loading screen, so I probably crashed.
Yeah, I think you're about to crash.
Yeah.
Well, you've got 5 deaths to make up, so I'm just gonna let you know that now.
Oh, thanks.
That explains why that guy got you so easy.
That was a good kill.
Double kill.
Yeah. See, that's, again, like, we kind of come back to, like, that's the kind of shit that I want money for. I don't want to be rich so I can just hoard wealth and be weird and buy Twitter. I want to host capture the flag games with my friends.
You know, I don't care who you are. If you have extreme wealth, it's not going to take long and you're going to start doing some very selfish, corrupt things. Even if they're relatively benign.
I will challenge that.
Are.
I will challenge that and say, give me insane wealth and let's find out.
I mean, I would also say that because I feel like, you know, I've got some good ideas for it. But it just seems like there's just always these points where it's like, yeah, nah, see there, you're making some really silly, weird, stupid decisions that it's more for the clout than anything. If I had, I don't want to be a billionaire. I don't know what I'd do with $1 billion. I don't want to spend all of my time and energy just worrying about the amount of money I have. That doesn't seem like a fun life to me. I'd like to have a fair amount of money. Like, I'd definitely like to have an excess of money that I could invest in things, or I could do fun things, or honestly, things that I would really like to do. I watch these like YouTube shorts all the time where it's just like these people that like go up to homeless people and they're like, hey man, here's like a note about how you're a worthwhile human being and $1,000. And then that like the homeless person cries and it's like this big moment. And I'm like, man, I want to like just actually help people out. Like I want to actually help like friends, family, people that like I just see around that I think could use just a little bit more money than they have for whatever reason, or just whatever thing. Like I don't want so much money that I'm like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy a yacht that's shaped like a turtle and it's got 5 hotels on it. No. that's too much. I'm gonna like lose my soul or something. But if I just had like an extra like $50,000 every year, all right, yeah, you know, I could just like hand some money out.
Sure. Yeah, no, I like. There's, you know, obviously there's so many different like variants in wealth and what that means and different things that I would do. Epic saying, "Give me insane wealth and I'll surprise you with how fast I can start making bad decisions." I believe that. There's not a fucking surprise there. If it hasn't happened within the first hour, yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, you give me some wealth, I'm gonna at least buy a few selfish things. Like, I'm definitely gonna buy some selfish stuff.
Of course.
But like, I saw this thing about how this like Saudi Arabian prince is like, he's like building this yacht that's shaped like a turtle, and it's got like 5 estates on it. And it's got like several hotels, and it's got, you can buy houses. It's a yacht. Like, it's a yacht.
Yeah. I mean, shit, my brother works on something, you know, not too dissimilar.
I mean, I think it's cool to have, like, cruise lines and yachts and stuff like that. I'm not even opposed to owning a yacht. But when you're like, yeah, it's my pastime to just, like, buy yachts. It's like a hobby. Like, I, like, collect different kinds of... Nah, man, you got too much money. You need to figure out something to do with all that.
Yeah. See, that's it. Like, if I had that level of fuck you money, you best believe it's being invested in, like, renewable resources and, like, we're figuring out nuclear fission right fucking now and shit like that.
Well, that's my point, is so many times they're like, well, we, like, all these, like, billionaires, they're like, yeah, we could solve world hunger, but there's just no money in it. And I'm like, how much money do you need?
Yeah.
Like, you have billions. Save 1 billion. Keep that for yourself and for investing and stuff. It's already more money than you can legitimately spend in a lifetime. Take your other 12 billion and just do stuff do incredible things just for the clout of it. Solve world hunger just for the clout. I want to see that.
Sneeko, did you reload? How are we looking?
Lobby.
Okay, let's see how it goes. And I know I don't need insane wealth for this, but if I ever get, like, money, I'm starting a clothing brand that somehow combines, like, fantasy, like that whole, like, the fantasy kind of blend of, like, medieval Renaissance type stuff with, like, common era clothes.
Dude, I dream of that stuff. I have a whole Amazon wish list that I'm just like, if I ever get the money, this is all the stuff that I'm buying.
Yeah.
Like the like boots that come up just below my knees, like just above. And like I like all kinds of stuff. I have like my whole like Batman armor suit worked out. I obviously like not Batman, but
right.
like Batman inspired
like tactical
body armor. I found tactical parkour shoes, like tactical boots that are parkour shoes, like all of it, and the medieval stuff. I want to have like long beautiful hair, and I want to just walk around in like not just like straight up Renaissance medieval clothes, but this like sexy blend of modernism and medieval. Like just this like blend of it.
Like I've dreamed of the day where I can just not, I guess casually would be the wrong word, but I can just go outside with a fit that includes Ezio's half cape.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. Have I ever, dude. Oh.
I knew that'd get you.
Yeah. Dude, oh, you know it. You know it.
Epic's saying that is what he is trying to build his stream store towards, especially shirts.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, Epic he's always done pretty good at collecting a few of those things, and I really like his stream with like the style he's developing and everything.
Oh, for sure,
Dude.
for sure.
Yeah, Dude, I think about all this stuff and just that song
Nika, behind
comes to my mind
Uh,
every time.
Just real quick, palm tree. There's someone like just sitting in there. So,
Okay.
go on.
Every time this song comes to my mind, and like I feel a little stupid for saying this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. That song, I'm bringing sexy back every
Yeah.
time.
A little bit of JT, sure.
But it's like, cause I feel like, and I mean I get it, but clothing has become so
Boring.
like even like it's so boring and lazy. Even like what's considered like really like high class clothing, really it's just clothing that they charge more for, and that's it. Like there's nothing really that like different or special about any of it.
I mean, I'll be the first person to defend like a nice suit, like a well-fit, nice suit is something special, in my opinion.
Oh,
but
for sure, but it's still a suit.
yeah,
You
and
know what I mean? Like it's still the same style cut. It's still the
Yeah.
same like approach to
nice, nice clothes.
right. And that's kind of what I mean. Is it's like whether it's whatever the occasion is, it just goes up in costs a bit, in fit and stuff like that. But it's all the exact same like methodology to it. There's no one's like, for this winter like edition of what's hot, it's the side cape. No.
So what
no
I
one is doing that.
what I don't get is no one's doing that in the West. Like most of Europe, if not all of Europe. Well, okay, so most of the world. Korea has some of the wackiest fucking clothing and styles, but it looks good. And I don't get how they make it look good.
See, it's because they got the balls. It's just like a lot of what Korea's doing. Like Korea's in that thing of like they're like the newly like. It's like whenever you have a child that like their parents were way too strict, and now all of a sudden they're adults and they can do whatever they want, and they are doing whatever they've wanted, like all now. You know, it's all coming out right now. And Korea's doing that as like a country. And so they're just like, their whole like approach is just like balls to the wall. And honestly, I love it. Like I see so many like outfits and stuff in like animes or in like video games that come from the East and stuff. And I'm like, clearly you guys can develop some really dope outfits, but no one wears this. I never see any pictures or videos or anything of anyone wearing it. It's all t-shirts and jeans, and it's all the same basic kind of stuff. But South Korea, I was about to say North Korea is bringing it.
Yo, they're popping off. I tell you what.
No one clipped that. But South Korea is okay. I just spawned. Give me a second. Take it easy. But yeah, South Korea is. They're bringing it when it comes to
Maybe-
the music.
Maybe
shows.
that's it. They just, their TV's more anime. Like it's a little more normalized. Like it's a more general populous thing to watch and indulge. And so there's like, fuck it, I want to dress like an anime character, and they do.
All right, yeah. I mean, I remember when we used to do stuff kind of similar to that when in like high school and stuff. We'd be like, you know what? I mean, like. How long did you wear vampire fangs? Because you were like, you know what? I want to wear vampire fangs because it's effing cool and no one else is doing it. And you know what? It was effing cool. Like, it was. And everyone who were like, oh, it's so dumb. I guarantee you they were jealous that they didn't have the balls to pull something like that off. Because, like, they didn't. They didn't have the balls.
True.
and you can always see the kind of people like okay, so at my last job, I just always dress like normal. Just like, you know, I'm going to work. I'm like, so I'm not gonna wear my nicest clothes. Like I'm just gonna wear whatever clothes because I'm gonna be just like moving lights around, getting up on ladders, moving
Sure.
camera. Like I'm just doing stuff, you know. And then one day I was like, you know what? Screw this. And I started wearing all my nicest clothes every day. Everything was always like color coordinated in some different way. I wore like different types of jewelry every day. I started wearing jewelry in ways that like no one had seen. Like I had a Viking armband up around like above my bicep.
Yeah.
I got these two like black like these like little like string cloth bracelets, and I wore two of them halfway up my forearm. Like just things where it was like, oh, that's a little different. And I swear in the month to follow, I started seeing a whole bunch of people doing just their own versions of like something a little different, a little bit more like out there with their fashion. And I was like,
Nice.
Everyone wants to. It's just, you know, everyone's following the crowd. No one wants to be the first one to do something a little different. But everyone's thought of what they would do if they could do it.
Yeah, for sure. I think I need to like so my company's having us go into the office for of like one full week each month now. Because they've been like fluctuating. There was obviously a time where it was like 0 in office time, and then it was like, okay, 1 day, 2 days, okay, like 5 days out of the month, but you pick when. And now they're like, okay, we're gonna do full departments all together for a week, and it's a set week. Like, so I've been trying all these different things. Oh, what? Okay. So now that we're going back in and like more frequently and stuff, I might have to try and just start messing with some different stuff.
Dude,
See
do
what I
it.
come up with.
Do it. Don't go like full on the first day.
Well, of
But
course.
just like every time, just like add a new element.
Yeah.
And then add another new element, and just keep doing that, and like it will turn heads in a good way. I mean, unless you're like going in with like, my new style is like no pants, no underwear. Like, well, that might
I would probably be in jail. Yeah.
yeah, that might be a little too bold. But
Where the horns still work, says Epic.
that would be something.
That, yeah, see, that's pushing the limit.
That might be a little, little too much.
I feel like you got to work up to that.
Yeah. But no, I'm all about it. Like I mean, right now I just wear whatever because I'm working from home, and like honestly, like I literally right now I'm not like seeing anyone at all for like months at a time, and like so I'm basically just wearing pajamas like all the time.
But the midday shower.
Yeah. Midday shower.
Yeah, no, I can't, like, if I've made it to lunchtime and I haven't showered yet, like, it's a problem for me. I have to. It's usually like I'm quite lucky with like breaks and stuff throughout the day, so it's usually my first break that I hit, and I'm like, all right, it's shower time if I haven't before I started.
Yeah. I've been showering.
Honestly, it's good for your mental. That was another thing. Like, I made it such a habit because it's an important factor in like mental health.
Yeah.
At least for me, obviously, everyone's different. Everyone has the different things, but that was something like during the lower times that you just don't take care of yourself. So.
Oh, you gotta take care of yourself. I've definitely been like taking care of myself and cleaning myself and like all that stuff, but I haven't been taking as many like full-on showers.
See, that's where you're doing it wrong. You have to take a lunchtime bath.
There it is. Pamper
Now
yourself.
that-
Bro, if I had a legit bathtub, you fucking bet. I'd be streaming from it.
I don't have a real bath. I have a small bath that I can only lay in like half my body.
Yeah. Yeah. My my parents'
That's
house
a good point. There is like, in my house, there is like a full jacuzzi bathtub thing.
Yeah, dude.
No one uses it. I should be popping in there.
Get your fucking
Regularly.
soak on.
Dude, I should. Man. Oh, I didn't even think about it.
I love that we've just like uncovered this new part of your life.
Yeah.
Gain the lead.
Purple boys.
Well done, well done. Getting a good start on this map is so satisfying. Epic, you mean the every other day shower?
Enemy spawns are closing in.
Nah, dude, I get like too icky if I don't shower every day. If I work out, it's 2 showers a day.
Yeah, see, I haven't been like working out or anything. My problem is like I was showering every single day, but like my skin was getting so dry and like just like super dry and itchy. And so I'm kind of trying some different things right now, cuz like I'm trying to get like my natural body oils to build up, but I mean obviously I don't want it to be like gross and everything and just like nasty. So
You
I'm trying
nasty.
to find like
Oh, sorry. Behind you.
you.
It's because I saw one over here and then I thought you were one.
See you jumping in, just like popping off at me.
I'm trying to insinuate you should be showering.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find the like right balance for me of like how much to shower and stuff. Obviously, if I'm like dirty, like I thoroughly enjoy being clean. Don't get me wrong. Like I would definitely wash my hands every time I go to the bathroom. Like I thoroughly enjoy being clean.
Okay.
But,
Oldest
trying to find-
space lie I've ever heard.
I'm trying to enjoy the right balance for like full on like shower scrubs and everything.
Yeah.
I
Fucking
just get too dry.
epic. I shower every day. Dry skin is part of being a man. No, lotion afterwards. All right,
No,
dry
no, no,
off, lotion up.
No. Grapeseed or extra virgin olive oil afterwards, directly afterwards.
I'll tell you right now, I'm not putting oil on my body.
They must seek.
Well, okay.
I would cook.
Yeah, again, I just talked about how like my skin gets insanely dry.
Yeah.
For me, adding that oil is just like my skin absorbs it so well, and it's just like.
No, see, you put olive oil on my skin in Arizona. I step outside and like I'm a baked potato.
It's true. You would start getting golden brown.
Yeah,
Or
or red, golden red.
golden red. That's hot, right? People like golden red.
I think so.
That's one of the skin tones people enjoy. Alright, I'm going to pick a spot and I'm going to camp it.
Do it.
Oh, Sneeko, I saved your life, man.
Sneeko, he saved your life.
I wish you wouldn't.
Bet.
Doesn't matter, I'm gonna do it anyways.
Sad boys for life.
Sad boys for life.
Oh! Hey, it's me. Alpha? Could I not spawn in someone's crosshairs? That'd be great.
That's happened like 2 to 3 times for me this.
I literally just spawned in like the exact same location. Yeah. I'm feeling like done with Halo tonight. I don't know if like I'm feeling like I don't know if like sensory overloady type just everything, but this is less fun than it was a couple of nights ago for me.
fucking I should have kept camping the moment I stepped out. That's the thing. When you're in the castle, you don't go fight outside the castle. You stay in the castle.
It's true. The castle is your safe space.
Clearing victory.
My knees are so dry they started splitting the other day. Epic, that's not a healthy thing. That's not a good thing. Okay? Put some
So,
put some
I'm just
lotion
gonna
on
go-
your skin.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and, you know what? Honestly, anything that hydrates. I'm not even gonna say specific. Cocoa butter, anything, man, anything, anything. Not water. Water is not a hydrant.
Real Vikings lather. They used oils and stuff, right? That would make sense.
Oh yeah, they did. 100% they did. They used a lot of well oil. Like well fat oil.
Ambergris.
And like bear oil, like bear fat oil.
Bear Grylls.
Enemy's turrets are closing in.
Fun fact, that's actually why Native Americans used to be referred to as Redskins, was because they would use like bear fat, and the bear fat like gave them, with like their already darker skin, it gave them like this like red sheen in the sun.
I don't want to. I prefer not to alter my DNA with those texts. Hey, mod, can we ban Epic?
Defeat.
No. Epic, I'm telling you, man, just go to Walmart, get some grapeseed oil or extra virgin olive oil, rub it in, and like, rub it in, not like aggressively, but rub it in until it doesn't feel super like oily anymore. It will change your life. Especially if your knees are splitting open from dryness. It will change you. You want to switch games?
I don't even know what I'd play.
I don't even know what I have installed right now.
Yeah, that's always a big part of it. Yeah, I might do some like soul searching on other games.
I have Assassin's Creed 2 installed.
I don't know that I can play that with you.
Okay.
I only believe in oil on skin for filming purposes. Oh, so it catches the light better? Stardew? Again, I don't think the rest of the boys have it. And not... I mean, technically you can play multiplayer, but... It's...
Yeah, Stardew isn't really like I mean, there is a multiplayer aspect, but I've never really thought of it as a multiplayer game.
Yeah. All right, guys, let's go to the... I think I'm gonna... we're probably gonna have a shorter one. Yeah, I apologize, but I'm just feeling a little bleh right now. Let's look through the store. Let's look through Game Pass, look through the store, see what's out there. Let's do some shopping together. Let's window shop together. Let's.
Look, I have a suggestion.
What's your suggestion?
No one probably has it installed, but For Honor, the campaign is co-op.
Co-op meaning more than two?
Yeah.
I have
For
played
Honor.
through it. We could maybe do that for a couple. It's pretty short, but it was fun. Let me change my my stream over to just chatting here.
I feel like I have For Honor. Don't I?
We did play at some point. I don't know if you owned it or if it was a Game Pass thing.
I don't remember.
Per Steam, you own it, but it is played through Ubi.
Oh right.
Wait, you saw that I own it in Steam?
Yeah.
Thought I did.
And we all have played together.
Oh, I put it in my Ubisoft folder. That makes sense.
That does make sense.
What I would recommend, what I did in Steam is you can add a dynamic library, which only includes games that your friends own.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Oh, that actually is very dynamic.
Thanks, Epic. Uno? Let's go. Dude, I'm always down for some fucking Uno. I have so many fucking games.
Tabletop Simulator is always, infinite possibilities.
Do we all have tabletop?
I have it, and you have it, and Ian's not a real person.
This is true. Astronaut is not a real person.
I don't see where it says the option for friends for this dynamic thing you're talking about.
Dynamic. If you go under... Oh, okay. What I did... Correction.
Oh,
When you set up the... enter a friend's name.
Okay, I see.
I only put both of your names in there, so take that for whatever it is.
I
An honor.
appreciate you. Apex Spellbound Collection. What the fuck's this?
Oh, that's just new skins. That's just cosmetics, bro.
Looks like, and it's for fucking characters I probably don't play anyway. Let's play multiplayer. Let's see what my multiplayer games are. You guys want to get into Among Us?
I don't have Among Us.
Is it
I
free?
am not a fan.
Is it, okay, we don't. Would you be up for trying Among Us VR?
I am interested in Among Us VR.
Also,
Otherwise,
not a fan.
Okay.
fair. I'm just in anything in VR to me is just infinitely more interesting just by virtue of it being VR.
Yeah.
But I don't have my VR set up right now, so I guess none
Yeah.
of what I just said matters.
And I mean, I still haven't really messed with VR on stream. It's something I'd be interested in, but I'm even with the new graphics card, I'm a little worried about the strain it's gonna put on the stream overall.
Yeah.
So I need to do some like playtest with that. Why is
You still don't have a dedicated streaming computer?
No, I almost have enough for a dedicated streaming computer. I'm trying to think of what I'm missing.
You have network Ethernet in that room, right?
Technically I'm hardwired.
What's
Huh.
the technicality? Are you
I know, that was an
PPOE?
interesting way to say it.
So the box is in the living room, and I've just got like a 90-foot fucking cable.
Oh, yeah.
See how that's a technical then? That is just fact.
I mean, I was
That is-
just gonna like elaborate that like the room doesn't have it, but I've got a cable in here. But then that's why I was just like, yeah, I do, because then I realized that it was pointless. See, I tried to avoid this whole conversation.
You could have just said yes, But I was just given an old computer. I could clean it and have it ready for you. It's garbage. It is garbage to me. I am going to throw it away
Oh well,
if I do not find a use for it.
then
I mean, you might as well at that point.
yeah. Let me, because so I have. Yes, I will. I would love to make use of those pieces. That is generous. Thank you. And I do have some, because so what happened was years ago I bought a pre-built Alienware computer when I first moved to the valley, and slowly upgraded it, and then the pieces no longer fit in it because it's a mini case and like very compact, and that's when I made the bigger moves into what I have now. And so I've kept pretty much everything. Honestly, I think what I'm missing is probably hard drives. I think that's the main thing. I'm sure there's something else, and I just can't think of it. It would all be low tech, but yeah, if we'll get together and I can see your parts and we'll go from there. But thank you.
I feel like you guys are like, this is the adult version of trading like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I don't know. It just needs to be good for encoding, right?
To handle the stream, yeah, basically.
yeah.
Yeah, it just needs to be able to handle
Because
the...
most of the dual PCs that I'm seeing, like you have your actual gaming PC,
Right.
and then the dedicated streaming PCs much smaller and insignificant.
Yeah. Because all it's doing is the upstream.
I mean, I think you need like a capture card probably, but other than that, should be easy.
Okay.
Capture card shouldn't be too hard to get a hold of.
Nah, I mean, nowadays, everyone has one.
Yeah.
You're missing motherboard and SSD. No, actually, I still have the motherboard for the Alienware. It would be the I don't have any SSDs. I don't think I have any other hard drives. They're all in here.
For streaming, you don't really need an SSD.
No, you wouldn't. I think that's just epic.
Well, I do have tons of spare hard drives and SSDs.
OBS
have-
uses, yeah, it does.
You have spare SSDs?
Yeah, I think I got 2 right now.
Would you mind mailing me one of those?
I think I even have one NVM drive as well.
God damn.
Alright. Maybe we should all talk later.
No, we're having words.
Um,
What was I gonna look at? What are the most...
So I rearranged my games and everything and deleted everything, and then I'm kind of slowly putting everything back on.
Yeah.
I needed to make some space and shift things around for all my video stuff that I'm doing. But do we want to do League again? Do we want to get back into that?
I mean, here's the thing. I would love to play League. Even if it's not like every week, like we can kind of factor. I think it's just, it depends on the group's, again, kind of like willingness to like get into it and learn it.
Right.
Because it is. It's a game that has a like steep floor to entry. There's a lot going on, and it's unforgiving in those beginning stages. So if people are happy and having fun and want to play it, I would love to play it with people. But if that's not the case, then I don't mind that just being a separate thing.
Look, I know it's a steep learning curve, but I was bored on top of that curve.
I mean, yeah, you're I think in a little bit of a different spot, having just so many hours in like HOTS and stuff. But like Astronaut and Epic, I think especially having not really diving into like MOBAs, especially not with that much time. And we can talk about this, but like again, like I'd love to play, but
Well, it's installing.
okay, we'll play some more. We'll play some more.
I really enjoyed it. I enjoy the meta of all of it. I enjoyed the game.
Okay.
I really enjoyed it. Before it was just kind of there was just a lot going on. It was like there was a lot going on. There was a lot going on for me emotionally. A lot.
Sure.
You know, it wasn't really the time for me to be wrapping my mind around stuff, but I did really enjoy it.
Okay. Good. So yeah, I think in the next few days I'll take a look at some options. We'll keep League in the loop. I'll see if there's anything else. We'll talk with you guys. Maybe we can do some For Honor. We'll do some League. And then, yeah, and I mean, in a month or so, I'm going to be making some time in the schedule to do some Harry Potter as well. Let me go big screen here while I'm talking. So we'll figure it out. We'll have fun. We'll make sure we keep having fun and make sure the viewers are enjoying whatever show we're putting on.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Something. So I just noticed I got a message here. I'm gonna take a second to shout out thatled.co. And I've dropped the link in the chat. So these are the people that made my gorgeous sign behind me. And they were kind enough, the two individuals that like worked on this project to bring this sign to life. Were actually in the chat with us playing chat guesser, GeoGuessr, on Friday. They seemed like some real cool individuals, and I told them that I'd grab their link, which is now in the chat, and shout them out. So if anybody ever wants to get a cool sign like me, that's where to do it. It changes colors. You can have it like flash and do all sorts of really cool stuff. So
That is pretty cool.
shout out to them and their beautiful work lighting up my room.
Lighting up your world.
But yeah, are there any? So I've obviously been talking about Harry Potter coming out for a little while. Are there any games that you guys are excited about coming out soon?
Geez, I don't know. I mean, I definitely keep up on like new games coming out and news and everything.
Right.
I'm kind of just working through my backlog a lot.
Yeah, I mean that's a thing all in itself.
I don't know actually. I'm not sure.
Epic saying that apparently there's an open world Star Wars game coming soon.
It does seem interesting from Ubisoft, but once again, like I said, I love Ubisoft, but like, you know, if it were me buying that Star Wars game, which one day it will be, I would wait a full year before actually buying it.
Yeah.
Because it's probably going to be super duper buggy in the beginning. Like very, very, very buggy in the beginning.
Oh, I just looked at the collector's edition for Hogwarts Legacy, and I know it. I mean, like we're a month away, so of course they're all bought. But I was like, ooh, I wonder. Yeah, no, every single version, all bought up for the collector's edition. You get like your own wand and stuff, and I'm like, that's badass. I'd buy that.
Yeah.
Apparently, the Epic believes that there's no EA involvement from for this game.
For the Star Wars open world game?
Yeah.
No, because it's being developed by Ubisoft.
So
EA has lost their exclusive
their
deal,
exclusive
so-
license. Yeah.
Yeah, so they're still going to be doing they're coming out with okay, so there's some like gray area in all this, because when I say they, like they own several development studios, so there are some differences in who exactly is making each one. But they're coming out with like another shooter, kind of like Battlefront or whatever.
Yeah, Battlefront.
Yeah, Battlefront. They're coming out with another one, something like that. I don't think it's 3. I don't think they're doing 3, but they're doing something kind of along those lines. They're doing Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order 2, and then there's an untitled one that they're doing.
Yeah.
And then Ubisoft is doing the open world one, which is supposed to be like, it's going to be like supposedly open world on like multiple planets. Like
Right,
you
like
travel-
seamless. Kind of like No Man's Sky is now, that kind of level.
Yeah, kind of like No Man's Sky, or how they've talked about Starfield from
Mhm.
Bethesda and some of this stuff. So they're doing that. But one thing about what okay, this is something to keep in mind with Star Wars games coming out, is Disney wants a new Star Wars game coming out every 6 months starting this year.
Shit.
So, yeah, and so on the one hand, while that's like, oh, we're gonna get some amazing Star Wars content, and it's now open to any publisher. So on the one hand, it's like we're gonna get some amazing Star Wars content, but on the other hand, I mean, one Star Wars game a year is like that could fill up your whole year depending on the style of game it is.
Yeah.
And when we're talking about just like Ubisoft open world games, what they're known for is games that take multiple hundreds of hours.
Yeah.
So, and that's just one of the games. So then if you're like, well, I want to play that one and another one, you're not going to be playing any other games. And you're not even going to get to play all the rest of the Star Wars games. So,
Yikes.
I mean, yeah, something to think about.
Are there any games that either Epic, Sneeko, or Astronaut you are into or would like to check out that are along the like Minecraft, Ark, survival, that kind of like build a base together? Yeah, that kind of thing.
Minecraft has infinite possibilities.
I mean, always, sure.
I've hosted servers and mods quite often. I'm not much of a survival guy. I don't play a lot of those games though.
Yeah, there is one game I'm interested in for VR, and it's a sequel to The Forest. It's Sons of the Forest. And it's like you're trapped on this island. There's like all these like island cannibal zombie-esque type things, and you gotta like build your structure before you get attacked, and they're like attacking your structure, and you gotta keep building it up. And every night it gets like worse and worse and worse, and you can do it all in VR and everything. That one seems pretty cool. I've never really gotten into survival games. I don't know that I wouldn't like them, but I feel like none of my friends have ever really like played them, and I feel like to really get into them, you gotta like commit some time.
Yeah, well, and that's why I was trying to, I'm just like looking at the store pages and just looking at things that would be fun to do together.
Yeah.
And that's why like Ark, I've heard mixed things on. I think it's been better as it's gotten more updates to it. But yeah, looking at things like that, looking at the Raft, maybe even things
I'd
like
be down for Raft.
the Raft. Okay, yeah, well, that's just another area that I'm looking at. So we'll do some more chatting offline. But yeah, Epic, anything like that. Not necessarily Minecraft in the way that like you have to build the world or like whatever, but that kind of group RPG. Rust? That's a zombie survival, right?
I've heard about Rust. I care less about building the world, but I do think it would be cool to like have an adventure or something in Minecraft. Like there's the whole like Middle Earth thing, and you can actually like you can do the whole like journey. I know you and Epic were working on this huge thing, and I think that'd be fun to play around in.
Yeah, we could get a server back up and stuff. So okay, I think we got some good ideas, some stuff to talk about there.
Yeah.
See what everyone's feeling. But good shit.
Yeah.
So many games. Alrighty. Well, yeah. So I'm gonna wrap up for myself here. Sorry, it's a little bit shorter of a night for everyone. But yeah, we'll be playing more and more games. hopefully having a good time. I should have some time in this week still, so we'll be getting together, play some games, maybe try out some of the ones that we've been talking about to see how we feel. Russ's PvP survival building. DayZ is similar, but zombies. Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I was thinking. I think it was DayZ that I was thinking of. So we'll figure some stuff out, and we'll hopefully play some games together this week and figure that out a little bit too. Get some more League under everyone's belt. I know some of us still have Game Pass, some of us don't, but if you have Xbox Game Pass and pair it with your League account, you unlock every champion free to play, or included to play. So you don't have to wait to unlock other champions.
Does it unlock it like from then on?
While you're subscribed.
Hmm.
So factor that into any purchasing decisions. But alrighty, yeah, I'm gonna wrap up here. So thank you again to Astronaut and Sneeka for joining me in the games. It's always a pleasure to have them. And thank you to all of our wonderful lurkers, watchers, chatters. I appreciate you guys as well. If I'm able to do another spontaneous stream, whether it's in a multiplayer game or something single player again, or a chat-based stream, I will make sure to post it in the Discord. Link is in the chat. Well, almost. Link is in the chat right now. Otherwise, we'll plan on being back next Monday for some multiplayer games, and we'll go a little bit longer. Until then, thank you all again, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your night and a rest of your week. As always, make sure you're taking care of yourselves, make sure to take care of each other, and embrace your demons. Good night.